the group chat in CCT. They were wondering if I would live stream my progress completing my assignments. So yeah, I thought I'd do that. Something to do while I complete my assignment is to go live on stream, and maybe this will encourage me to be a bit more proactive as I do it. I might even share this with them myself. So we'll see what happens anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna throw this charger in here. We're gonna show you the amazing view over there. And we're gonna try and do this assignment. My god, this is one of the weirdest ways you could possibly do an assignment, isn't it? So, we're gonna put this out here, and we're gonna work away, and we're gonna see what happens. Look at this, I even brought the sunglasses. Thought it'd be a fantastic idea to do that during an assignment like this. Anyway, hopefully you can give me some encouragement while I try and do this assignment and complete it in time, hopefully before the sun sets. It is Ireland, the sun could set at nearly 11 at this point. But we're gotta do it. We have an assignment to do, so let's see what we can do. So yeah, the role and significance of recommendation systems in an online retail business. Fortunately, I found this from the one and only Mohammed, and I hope this can work. I've done about 100 words on this question, and I need to do more. But we'll see. But thanks for keeping me company while I do this. We're going to find out from others how they're getting on. Dun, dun, dun. Or was this a good idea? I don't know. There's only one way to find out. This is actually torture. I don't know why I'm doing this myself, but yeah, we're gonna give it a go. If you are out there in the Irish heatwave and you are able to enjoy the beach, congratulations. I would love to be nowhere else but the Vico Baths out in Killiney. I'd also love to actually be out in, just because I'm closer to that part of the world now, just be out in Bull Island. That'd be nice to do too. Okay, so what am I doing with these recommendation systems? We're going to find out about what Amazon does, and hopefully that can work out in this way. Yeah, online retailers face strong competition from, I don't know, we'll see what comes up. They face strong competition from the likes of Google and Amazon. Maybe I should have thrown in a tip jar or something. Well. But yeah, business model based on subscriptions are the obvious choice for such a system, but this can also apply to online retail businesses as well. Good man, Eddie Gav. Thanks for giving me support during this. Jeez, it'd be good crack to get this done by the end of all this. Thanks for waving. Good to hear from you. And Paulie B as well. Good to hear from you as well. Hope you're not having to do this either. Online retailers face strong competition. Why? We'll see what we can do for why. Something I've googled actually is lifelong inability to do homework. This is the kind of stuff that comes out when you're desperate to finish an assignment, but you're trying to blame something. Let's see, what can we do? Jesus, Polly. Okay. Let's see what comes out there. Is that Mr. Bruton? Hope it is. Maybe every now and then I'll have to get away from my mug and show you the nice view coming out that's really making me jealous. The model conducts comparative analysis, factoring in consumer search costs and the strategic choices of competitors. It establishes equilibrium outcomes for four distinct scenarios, followed by an analysis of the interplay between the strategy selection decisions of these two types of retailers. Jesus. This is also, yeah, no, this is also one of the reasons why I'm so shocking at these things. And I used to do a lot of these live streams in Vietnam. I miss doing them now. But I guess since the webcam broke, maybe we can show you what happened here. But the webcam did break on this thing. We had to buy this one in its place. So instead, that's what we have. But yeah, if you're out there, I hope you're enjoying it. God, I miss when I did a lot of these kind of things. Vietnam was like this too. It was always blue skies, and that is an absolute lie. Wasn't always blue skies. Hanoi especially was quite cloudy. Saigon was blue skies though, and he often had a tendency to be out there, and maybe not online teaching, but online lesson preparation out on the balcony, having a bit of French bread. I was not talking about online retailers and data sets involving that. Definitely not. But given two retailer strategies, we identify the requirements that form two equilibriums, both retailers adopting the system or only the incumbent retailer adopting it. Furthermore, the recommendation levels and product prices are not necessary in a monotonic relationship with the cost of the system. Jeez, Sebastian, there we go. Hopefully you keep. Thanks for giving me the support. Yeah, we could do with it right now. But anyway, what was it? Okay, we've done the recommendation systems. Online retailers face strong competition. Why? 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 If any of you guys could give me an idea, let me know. This is according to Google. I'm trying not to use AI too much. I could use Claude AI, but I really don't want to do that. This assignment is very much don't use AI in any kind of way. So I'm trying my best with that. You may be hearing Taylor Swift actually over there. So across the way there is a local club. They are playing some kind of party out there. They have Taylor Swift's The Fate of Ophelia playing out there too. That would be an amazing thing to do at this point. Although I've never been into that club myself. Okay. Ophelia. There we go. I don't know. Anyway, it's good to have this going out. I feel like this is helping a little bit. I'm starting to get a little bit better. I'm not even sure if I can go as long as I can on this. here's a nice sentence here. A recommendation that is effectively implemented can give the company something I've noticed within these data science courses and data analytics courses is if you have no idea what to type and you want to expand sentences, you can always say that it will give them a strategic advantage. You can do that for almost any business, I think. But in my case, it's a recommendation system that is effectively implemented can give the retailer a strategic advantage over its competitors. I used that years ago with the Mana drone delivery as well. That was something that I used out there. Keep strong, I hope so. We'll definitely keep going. Got a message from Ma there saying beautiful sun, and yeah, she's not lying about that. This is torture, lads. Oh, well. Anyway, we've got a nice part here. As online retailers face strong competition due to its lower barrier to entry and multitude of competitors. As a result, a recommendation system that is effectively implemented can give the retailer a strategic advantage over its competitors. Yes. Okay. Then we'll actually have to put in our said strategic advantage. Here's what we have right now. This is a recommendation system that I made years ago, involving pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn. It's great that I still know what pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib and Seaborn are. The minute sklearn gets involved, it completely makes me fall apart. Get some drinks. Jeez, I love it. I'll tell you what drinks I'd be after now. What did I have? Yesterday I had Superbock, the Portuguese beer. Today it is the very motivational Vietnamese coffee. You got this. That's what I've got today. Far more boring, but it is impressive nonetheless. There we go. But yeah, get some drinks. Kinda wish I did. But there we go. Anyway, maybe we'll show you what I've got in here. Maybe this can give you an idea. Yes, we've got all of these, sklearn metrics, cosine similarities, mean squared error, and absolute errors. This one was an online retail data set. I'm not sure if Mohammed ever used this. But we've got the info of the data set, the null values of the data set, customer IDs, and this is where it fell apart a bit because I started using customer IDs that weren't there. Now when they had similarities it was okay. Predictive matrices, that's alright. Checking the performance of the algorithm. Now this is something that I cannot remember how I did this. I'm gonna have to figure out how I did this. If any of you guys know your Python, give us a shout. Then rating for the item collection, SciPy of course. This isn't too bad actually. This worked out fairly well. And then the one that I tried ended with an amazing thing that I put at the end of it at the end last time. Error made in the process of making the recommendation system. AKA, it didn't work. But that's how it is. Maybe I should have put a hashtag in here. Get some more views. Don't necessarily need to hide this. It's pretty tricky as it is. Anyway, good news for that. Item collaborative error 57167 326.694.99243. That could mean anything. But it could mean everything. We get through that anyway. Okay. For the purposes. Another thing that is very common with data analytics, if you just say that something XY was implemented, that tends to be a very common sentence here too. Yeah, to identify what certain customers wanted. Yeah, identify what certain customers were routinely purchasing, and then I don't know. Uh, yeah, identify what certain customers were routinely purchasing, and then using the system, similar products. Now, what do we have here? Okay, this is hard. Jesus. Anyway, let's get in here. We have a data set, we have it uploaded, we have it coded, and the report is the part that I'm kind of getting in there. I also feel like I'm going to be sunburned. I thought I'd wear this nice green shirt to kind of give me a bit of, as they say, what do they say, a strategic advantage for this report. We'll see what comes out. There's a lady out there with her dog as well. Looks like she's having a way better time than I am. But it is what it is. For the purposes of this, yeah, okay. To implement a recommendation analysis. It's actually not too bad when I get typing. I have a terrible tendency to just start something and, well, no, it's a terrible tendency not to start something. That's it. Will you submit today? I'm hoping to. I feel like with CCT you could submit it and then, bit of a weird one. Maybe I could submit it before midnight. Does it count as a late submission if I can edit it over the following 5 days? I don't know, but I'd like to get it done today. If not, then I'll get it done maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, just to get it off my head, because it is a lot of work. I'd like to just get this completed and then just go back to what I was doing for most of this week, which was applying for data analytics jobs. I didn't really apply to data science jobs because I don't really want to be a data scientist. A data analyst would be great. The data science stuff is just too complicated for me at this point of my career. Weirdly enough, actually, I applied to Trailfinder because they were looking for someone with a good knowledge of Southeast Asia, and I ended up fulfilling a lot of the requirements. But I got rejected, as is the way. But yeah, I'll see if I can submit this by midnight. If the sun sets and I'm still here live streaming, then I don't know. Maybe this will make something like the Daily Edge or something. Dublin Live, maybe that would be a good one. And they're currently saying that oh, double weather warning. That's from January. Yeah, so when was this? 11th of April had a double weather warning. And today, record-breaking temperatures should be coming as capital sizzles. Oh, Jesus, wouldn't think sizzles. Dry and sunny across the country on this stunning Sunday. And of course, I'm here. Anyway, it is what it is. But if I submit it today, I'll be very happy. But again, if not, I might just submit it and make adjustments over the next 5 days. I would be willing to take the 10% discount with the 10% grade lower down if that was the case. Because I don't know. It's great that I found all my code from 3 years ago, but it's not great because it doesn't work. What am I gonna do? Got a code. We gotta live stream this homework. Anyway, to implement a recommendation analysis sort of thing. Yeah. Following this, the data set was including descriptive analysis. I might actually get this, or at least get enough of this done that I could get a decent grade. I mean, I'm surprised that I put in a dataset for shape, I checked for null values. Well, I mean, all that good stuff. I like doing that, checking for null values. But do I like it more than this B that's outside? Probably not. I'm actually gonna see what happens watching this on my own channel. Yeah, one. Please support me. That's quite nice. So I'm watching myself doing this. These Paulie B, it wasn't Paul Bruton, it was Paul Brennan. Ah. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for your support so far for Mr. Brennan and all Sebs. Maybe I'll create a poll. I might do that. Alcohol, yes, yay or nay? Let's see what comes out on this. Anyway, I'm getting a bit too into this now. Let's see what happens. Now, somebody has voted for alcohol yet, so I'll have to have a look at that in a bit. According to Dublin Live, the temperatures are meant to be as high as 29 degrees. But again, that's according to Dublin Live. You never know what can come out there. Be a May high in Kerry of 28.4, warms in the Midlands tomorrow, Midlands and West for that. We'll see. We'll see if it comes up. Anyway, let's throw this in. Read the data set for info, shape, and missing values. I don't know, for anyone who's not into data analytics, if you manage to watch this video by chance, if you have any idea about null values or anything like that, but it's not very exciting, is it? I would much rather be having the sunshine out here, but look, we've chosen this particular scenario. This is all on me. across the road they're playing Bruno Mars, and that one that did put the. I don't have a clue who that one is. Who's your one that did put the. We'll find out. So that is from Colester Football Club. I had to research that. Now use Google Maps. But we'll see what comes out. 100% vote for alcohol. Oh my god. Yeah, what? It is 4 o'clock. Oh, that'll be tempting. Yeah, 500. About 500 words. Kind of wish I'd put in 1,000 words. That would be nice. But, yeah, this is hard. Anyway. Did I do anything else? Null values. Start with the recommendation system. Okay. In the process. The recommendation was then implemented. Let's see. This is painful. Implement and evaluate the machine learning models for both user, and item collaborative filtering. Provide a justification for your recommendations based on the chosen scenario, highlighting key insights and potential business impact. Oh my god. That's a hard one. Data sets used in class are not allowed to use. This is awful when you're hearing Chapel Roan in the background. Let's see what comes out. Anyway, that's it here. HOTTOGO, absolutely. So I actually don't need to implement and evaluate the machine learning models. So I guess I can use the recommendation system. Anyway, content-based filtering versus collaborative filtering. Here's our next big yoke. Let's see. Geeks for Geeks is a good website actually for data analytics. Let's see what comes out. The classic. They're playing. I don't like calling this a classic because I don't actually like the song that much. But moves like Jagger is being played now across the way. I really don't like Maroon 5's later stuff. Maybe their early stuff, but not their later stuff. It's a bit. Well, congratulations. I've made it past the 30-minute mark. That is insane. 30 minutes. Yeah, 30-minute stream. Who would have thought I'd get this far? Yeah, 7 minutes ago. It's quite a lot of work. Recycled pencil with rabbit eraser. Janie Mac. Wonder if I can do any additional hashtags. That'd be pretty interesting. I don't even like this song. Why am I following it? Anyway, let's see what comes out with all these hashtags. Oh, I didn't know they had that study with me. Yeah, we'll see what these hashtags do. Maybe they'll work, maybe they won't. Aaron's 32 minutes. Content-based versus collaborative. Oh, it's hard. You know, when I think of working retail in Spar during the recession, and somehow this is painful, but it's not. It's just you could be going outside, but it's hard. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay. Got another reference point here. You know, I wonder if I can put this on my GitHub actually. If I could throw this in. Feel like putting it on the GitHub, but I don't know. I don't think I will. I'm happy enough with that. Recommendation system. So let's see. Yeah, we can get some good ones here. Justin Bieber's Baby is playing over there, of course, as well. Last time I heard that, in a way that I felt anything, was in Thailand, in Phuket. There was a boat trip to James Bond Island, as they like to call it. That's the island from the man with the golden gun. And on the way, they were playing this song, and I had no interest in this song at all. I just wanted to. I guess I was having a bottle of Coke or something, had a bit of Coke, and then after having the drink, we'd go out to the James Bond Islands and enjoy. But the rest of the lads had probably had 4 cans already before the tour even started, and that was about like 7 or 8 in the morning. Don't know how they managed to do it. You know what? I actually might get some water, so I'll be back in a sec. Maybe I'll leave you with this pretty little picture. You can listen to Justin Bieber's Baby. Here we go. Maybe there's yeah, there we go. There's the beautiful sun. Oh my god. I don't get to show that sun enough in this video. Or at least I don't think so. Baby, 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 babe. Again, another song I don't like, but I have some memories of it though. I don't know if this computer is having a good time or not. It's very hot. Gotta. I miss C actually. C was a good lad, but he was just saying, just go NA that shit. Apologies for my strong language. But that was used a lot back in the day. That was 10 years ago. I wonder what I was trying to buy back then, 10 years ago. Then Modern Warfare 3 revealed trailers. Oh, look, I'm getting distracted again. I need more people out here. That's how we are. How did I do this in 2024? Jeez, now we're into 46 minutes into this. Jeez, got 3 viewers out of nowhere on the 49-minute mark. Good to hear from you. I'd almost wish I had. Well, no, it's not even a wish. I do have them. I got sunglasses. It's a bit of a weird one to have in the reflection. You can see all those things. But it is hot. This isn't really getting my assignment done any faster now with the sunglasses. But it is what it is. The interactive dashboard, I think I'll have to do something about that. But I have posted on GitHub, which is nice. Beautiful songs being played. Oh, what's love got to do? Tina Turner, of course. From 1984. Mac. You're doing very well. Oy, oy, oy. Fair play to you for watching this. I don't know how you're able to. I don't know. You're kind of wondering why I even set this up to begin with. It's almost 5 o'clock. Well, almost 5 o'clock. It's 25 past 4, but. Shows us video for everything. maybe I'll finish this up in maybe after an hour. I think I'll turn this off. But yeah, interesting polls. 100% want the alcohol. But yeah. Yeah, made it to the 52-minute mark. Do you know, this is terrible that I'm trying to find emotes for sunglasses and I end up commenting with sunglasses. Shows how poorly I am with these kind of things. Anyway, we'll see what comes out. There's some sunglasses. Let's throw them on. But it is hot. Oh my god, my hand is really feeling the heat now. I should probably put on sun cream. It's not even 4:30. I'm tempted to make another poll, but I'm a bit like, maybe. We'll see if this works out here, if I can end at the 60-minute mark. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm still typing away, which is good. Yeah. And I've done a fair amount with the recommendation systems. The age dem... Yeah, geez, I did very well. Done it alright. Maybe I'll even show you something that I put at the end of my last one. Literally the very last thing that I've put in my assignment is aim high 2500. That's not even aim high, that's like, I don't know, random. I don't know, it's a nice one to have, aim high. At the very least, if you aim high, you'll get something. I think maybe too many people in Dublin are, I think understandably aiming low, because we can't even get the basics. Like, even if you get a nice job, you'll probably still, with the government, they're saying about, like, you know, live in your parents' back garden in a shed, basically, for €20,000. That's not exactly a life to aim for, but that's, yeah, I can see why people here would be a bit more in the aiming low kind of thing, when that's the ambition that the government are saying that we should be grateful for. But still, it's still great. If you aim high, get this in, we might even get a data analyst job at the end of all this. And I'm hoping so. I seem to be doing this quite a bit. But yeah, we'll type this up. That's not too bad, but I do need to add references. Oh, the heat. Jeez, I want a barbecue so bad. Never did I think I was going to watch you on my TV. See you tomorrow at work. Daria. Janie Mac. Who the hell? Jeez, Daria, how the hell did you get this one? I didn't know you were onto this. Never did I think I was going to watch you on my TV. That makes me happy now to hear that. Hope I made your day. We're also listening to great tunes out there. Dun, 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 dun. What was that song? Dun, 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 na, 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 na. What's that song? I know the song is called This Girl. Ah, Cooking on Three Burners and Combs from 2016. I can't believe that's 10 years old. But yeah, that's playing outside. You can have a look yourself. You'll never find my love. Ah. Anyway, nice to have people supporting. I didn't think I'd get supporters at this time. Uh, but yeah, Daria, whatever you're doing, you say you're seeing it on your TV. I hope you're actually going out on the beach or something. Maybe up to the mountains. Or at least get some nice grills, something nice and grilled, regardless of your preferences. You could have some veggie stuff, or you could have some meat stuff. I'm personally getting a bit kind of craving a burger now. Although my favourite thing to make is, I always seem to make chicken skewers very well on a barbecue. There we go. Oh my god, recommendation systems. No, I did recommendation systems. Market basket analysis. Geez, the only basket's going out is my own. Everything's falling out of there. But let's see. Market basket analysis. I think the minute I hear online retail being brought up, it just brings back all the nightmares of being robbed by the Roma gypsies in Eurospar. Or when my bike was robbed twice in that same Eurospar. It wasn't exactly a good place to park your bike. It was a good place for the World Cup though. Back when I was young and foolish. Now I'm only, I don't know. This is still pretty young and foolish. I think even my young self would have been like, what the hell are you doing? Live streaming your final assignment. My younger self was pretty stupid. It still had a lot to, but I think that's the case with a lot of younger people. They kind of learn as they get on. I miss, yeah, I miss the old ones from back then when they were still alive. The grandmother, she was fantastic. Gave me a lot of life lessons. She also recommended that I do Chinese and international business, actually. I didn't get the points for that. Presumably because of the same reason why I'm not really doing that well with this. Oh well. And then only recently I found out that mother was like, here, why don't you just be a plumber or an electrician? And that is because of the eyes. Because I can't see good colours, and I can't really be a good... Well, I can't really do electrician stuff if you can't see the colours. You'll end up seeing me cutting the wrong wire, and then we all... I don't know. I'm trying to think of the worst possible scenario that would happen in Dublin with a wire that gets cut. Maybe, I mean, the undersea cables. I don't really imagine myself doing that in a general sense. Maybe cutting off a concert in Crow Park, like, but then the Coldplay concert had a lot of renewable stuff. Geez, all of this is more important than a market basket analysis, I'll tell you that. Yeah, fair play from Mohammed though. He did a lot of these. Now they're playing that I want a bed, but I wanna be yours. It's pretty much. Janie Mac, we've made it 1 hour of live streaming. In fairness, it has produced some output. I think I've done better with this hour than I have in the previous 5. Yeah, I've done alright. Actually, Daria, if you're still watching, one of the songs that I've been playing a lot over the weekend is Jennifer Page's Crush. And I think of Chris because I know Ginger calls Chris Crush. It's like, it's just a little crush, crush. And then I can just imagine that being Chris, that the singer has a very strong attraction towards. Uh, Jeez, I'm starting to laugh a bit like Timothy Dalton. Yeah, that DJ's doing his work anyway. But yeah, I'm seriously considering putting this as my putting this live stream on my GitHub. Putting this on here, maybe as kind of mental check-in of what I've been doing in the last hour. I think putting my psyche into this Moodle might be more, I don't know, more impressive than anything I've actually put up on that Moodle. Let's see what I need to submit anyway. Machine learning, CA2, due at 11:59 p.m. I think I'll be alright. This is attempt 1, 7 hours, 20 minutes remaining. Ah, Jesus. But yeah, what do I need to do? I need to submit Word documents, Jupyter notebooks, datasets, and any supporting material. And PDFs are not accepted. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about YouTube links, so maybe I'll add that into my submission. This is going crazy. I think I'll just put this onto my GitHub. Ra ra Rasputin, nature's greatest slot machine. Do you know, I think if I was more of a live streamer, I'd probably, I don't know, yeah. If I did this more often than maybe if I did it as much as I did back in Vietnam, I would have a bit more of an interesting decor. Or at the very least, I'd know which hashtags to use, how to do this properly and get more views. As is, I think I'm kind of stuck. Never mind. Ra, ra, Rasputin. Okay, let's type out market baskets analysis. Who's sending me messages at this hour? The sausages. Do you know what's awful is that I can't see the WhatsApp messages. So for all I know, that 30-second video that you've shown is probably going to be the craziest video I've ever seen. But I can't even see it. Anyway, for the sausages, thank you. Thank you sincerely, actually. That means a lot. I'm going to even take these sunglasses off like I'm Sean Connery in Thunderball. But thank you sincerely for helping me through this. Like, this is literal torture. I love the sun so much. It's like an Irish summer days. Maybe it makes it one of the greatest countries in the world, and when you can't join in on all of that, it's very hard for an Irish person to feel that way. And don't worry, that's not a tear, that's just because of the sun. Ah no, the battery power is down to 15%. Ah no! Can we continue this stream somehow? Oh my god, the heat! Excellent. So it's charging up again. That's alright. Yeah, it's Dario with the 30-second video. Oh my god. I'd love to know what that video is. Um, I really would. Like, that sounds amazing. You'll have to put the description up on YouTube. But I will see it at the end of this stream, don't worry. Ay, ay, ay. Speaking of, actually, I forgot that I'm the one that took your light. There it is. The lamp of wisdom, John. That is yours, and I'm also grateful for that. I was using that all throughout the winter for these assignments, just like this. And and actually, when you think about it, it will be dark around this time of the year in the winter anyway. So I will be using it now in the winter time. But it is what it is. Oh, anyway, look. I can't believe I'm locked in this room. Look at it. Just look at it. It's so beautiful and blue and clear. But I'm almost there. I think at this point I think I'll do one more paragraph. And then I think I'll be satisfied with what I have. So what am I going to make that's going to give me an extra bit of credit? Market basket analysis. Here's a song playing in there that I quite like, Dua Lipa's One Kiss. Beautiful pen as well. Wonder if any of these would make good profile pictures. So, anyway, that's my vanity getting in the way of market basket analysis. Market basket analysis is another useful trend, but why is it? Why is it? It is a data mining technique that identifies patterns of items frequently purchased together in transactions. By uncovering these product affinities, businesses optimize cross-selling strategies, product placement, and targeted promotions to boost revenue. In other words, if you're buying a six-pack of beer, then you're probably going to see the Pringles right next to it. Actually, yesterday that happened. I was in Tesco, and beside the off license with the Leo Varadkar gates, as I like to call them, he was the guy that proposed those. But right next to those, they have nothing but Doritos, a huge stack full of Doritos outside the off license section of Tesco. So next time you're going to a shopping centre, have a look what's outside the off license, and you'll see the kind of items that get paired together to kind of trick the consumer into buying more. Janie Mac, I guess I did learn something this year from data science. I wonder if that kind of skill will be useful in the day job, so to speak. Geez, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind giving that kind of feedback to International House. Like, by the way, the students that are coming all the way from Brazil that love International House, they might like, I don't know, more guarana or something, and less. I don't know what to. This is where I need to like not just you need to be in the mind of a Brazilian, not just think what they would do. And the Brazilians I would know would tend to like have lots of snacks as well. They wouldn't really just they wouldn't drink guarana exclusively. They'd want other drinks as well. So anyway, go on. Final paragraph, and then we can wind up this. But yeah. It's terrible that I know what these things are, but I can't seem to code what these things are. There's another. What is. Okay, technique. Actually, Daria, I didn't mention this. I don't know if you're still on this or not, but I'm wishing you well with Delta and all of that kind of good stuff. I know you're working as hard as I would be doing with this, but for some reason, I don't imagine you doing these live streams. But if you are, fair play. Maybe that was what it was in that 30-second clip. Looking at it all night long. God, I miss dancing my heart out till the dawn. Doing it all night, all summer. Yeah, there we go. But curbing related products purchasing. And as I said earlier on in this live stream, if you wanna, if you want to, if you want to get extra kudos from the data analyst community, just say that it gives it a strategic advantage over its competitors. Can further something I'm always grateful to Sony for, even though I haven't purchased a PS PlayStation in. I think it's been 4 generations. Like the PS1 was the last one I had, but they invented some kind of advertising technique where you'd have to stand up to turn out to and wave your hands to skip ads, if as it were. And Sony decided, um, in all their smartness, I mean, this is a very obviously good thing, is that they patented the idea and then they just never used it because why would you want a society that just gets up and stands every time there's ads? It would be a terrible idea, or at least a poor idea for society as a whole. But that's how it worked. Anyway, I'm waffling a bit. This girl is on fire. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, okay, I might be okay here. Now, why would the over 65 age demographic want to know about market basket analysis? I guess if they want to get medicine, they could always, yeah, if you had certain medicines combined to each other or certain products. The one that comes to my mind would be tinned pineapple rings, and you have that next to a bunch of medicine. You never know. Somebody goes down the shop and they want some tinned pineapple rings. There they are. Anyway, look, I think that's okay. It's not great. In fact, I'd say it's not even that good. But you know what? I think that's okay. So, let's upload onto Moodle. Da, 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 da. This assignment is my own work, except where I've acknowledged the use of the works for the people. If I've worked with others, I have declared this lecture on the sound by making the sound and submitting it. That is okay. In all seriousness, I'm probably going to finish this live stream, then upload. I mean, I've got most of it here, but I think I'll probably be making iterative improvements over the next 5 days, rather than giving it all in one go. But you know what? Whatever I have here, I might just send it now and then get a few snacks. So, yeah, it's 1 hour 18 in. I think that's okay for this. But as a final showdown, I will give you this. Yeah, there you go. This assignment is my own work, except where I've acknowledged the use of others. And that will be the case. So, I think I'll have to finish this live stream. But if you were here, thanks for your support, thanks for your cooperation. Sebastian doing well. That's nice to hear. Good to definitely hear with that one. I don't know if I've done well, but I've done, I don't know, maybe 15%. I'll probably have to get a bit more in than that. But thanks for your support anyway. We'll have to find some way out into that. And then I think overall I'll make iterative improvements over the next while. Alright. So until next time, will I make iterative improvements? Maybe I'll just finish it off here. But anyway, a lot of it's been done there, so I think I can go outside for a bit. Enjoy what's left of the day. So until next time, so long for now. And let's finish there.